I think that MrBeast is more influential than Buddha, and I will give my arguments in the next 10 minutes, so please stay until the end. So you see, for example, that I learned from MrBeast. You need to ask for engagement, and MrBeast has basically, I don't know how many views he has gotten in the last years, but he has probably reached more persons than Buddha has in Buddhism. Because if you think about it, MrBeast, he just talks into a camera, right? And he has reached like billions of people and has like over 100 YouTube channels. And he translated his content into like all languages basically. So he's kind of like the new Messiah in a way, where he shares his vision of life, and also he's trying to help the kids. He's like trying to help the blind. He's trying to save Africa with water. So he is really, truly becoming, not only surpassing, but becoming the next Messiah and the one to influence Earth. And as we consume more reels and as we live more in the digital world, who is going to rule that digital world? There's going to be like these big figures influential. So MrBeast's influence is going to continue to grow even bigger. But I would say that even today, it would be bigger than Buddha. Because just think about for a second, all of the modern content right now on YouTube, for example. MrBeast really invented the current format of like challenges and goals inside the video, and he has gone from like a guy in his basement or in his room to like maybe the most viewed person on earth, and like with a formula that is been working for all videos, and everyone has copied him, like people in Brazil, in Spain. Like if you look at the top content creators nowadays in any country, you would see that many of them just copy the MrBeast formula. They just like they copy his storytelling, his editing style, and those people are reaching a lot of people. So he kind of has like receptacles, or I don't know how you say the word in English, but he kind of has followers that have pushed on his tradition and are reaching new people. So he is at least on the levels of influence of Buddha. At the same time, you could argue that of course he hasn't had the same moral impact, or even if you look at MrBeast, he doesn't have the same impact on you as if you practice Buddhism or you like read some books from the Buddha. However, MrBeast is trying to do that. Like I don't think Buddha had his own bank, or Buddha didn't have his own chocolate company. So MrBeast is expanding his personal brand into other aspects of the life of people. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be more influential. Like, could you have ever eaten a whole meal from Buddha? Maybe he would give food to the poor, but you could not. If you really believed in Buddha, you couldn't purchase a meal from him, and with his branding, right? But with MrBeast, you can eat a hamburger, and then you can have dessert as well. And then if you want, you can pay all of that with MrBeast banks, and you could even spend the whole day with your family at the MrBeast museum or attraction he's doing in Dubai. So his personal brand is bigger, and it will continue to grow. Also, he is trying to make an impact on the life of others, right? He is trying to help the poor, and he brought water to Africa, right? Or he's trying to help Africa have more water. So I don't know if Buddha was able to do that. You could say that Buddha changed how people think, and his ideas changed the life of millions, but Jimmy's ideas on content creation influenced a whole generation, and it had an impact on the algorithm and how people make content, which is like one of the most important things in the 21st century. And we will see that it will continue to increase. Like, okay, you could say that currently maybe I'm exaggerating, and MrBeast doesn't have a bigger influence than Buddha. But as life becomes more digital, and as companies start, like, we can see now that companies are posting content, and that companies are basically the new content creators, and everyone's signing or has internal content creators, and that's why YouTube doesn't really feel like genuine anymore or authentic, because it's like almost all videos on YouTube are like an ad, because it's either some guy trying to engagement max to then sell ads, or like a company trying to engagement max to then sell your product. So that's kind of, and that was kind of not created, but it was amplified by MrBeast, and all of these companies are going to copy the playbooks from MrBeast. And we already have the example of the MrBeast book about his company on how he likes to manage people. That's like pretty influential now. It might be the new Bible, especially as everyone wants to be content creators, and especially as maybe the only job in the future that people have is content creation. So we can see how MrBeast is starting to be comparable with Buddha. And however, there's one thing that I must say as well, is that for some reason MrBeast doesn't really seem that genuine. Like, he's the biggest content creator in the world, and due to the biggest personal brand, but a lot of people don't really like him, right? And I'm not sure why. But I don't feel that connection to him either. Like, he seems pretty cold. I think he's like too obsessed with views and making everything perfect. So he seems a bit fake, because you're not sure if his actions are, like, let's say he makes a video with like another YouTuber, and they're like friendly, but you don't know if MrBeast is being friendly because he actually likes the guy, or he's just being friendly because he wants to continue growing his empire and being more influential than Buddha. So that's why I think he doesn't seem genuine. I think that's one of the limiting factors for MrBeast to start his own religion. If MrBeast was more charismatic, I think it would be pretty easy for him to start a religion. You could just start as a YouTube guru, teaching people how to become YouTubers, and turn that into like a lifestyle type of thing, and then turn it into a religion, and create moral codes, and influence politics. So that will be my prediction for the future. I think MrBeast might, I don't know, he'll probably go to like some school or get some coaching on how to be more charismatic, and how to be more relatable, and then he'll start teaching courses, and then start a religion, and then get involved in politics. And you can already see how, like, these modern politicians really rely on social media to grow, right, and to get votes. Like, Mandani is like basically like a YouTuber. He's a politician turned into a YouTuber, basically. And like, you could already see the beginning of that with Trump, and how he would constantly, the way he talks, like the number one clip farmer is Trump, right? Because the way he talks, it kind of works well for media, and that's kind of how he got how he was able to become president. And now Mandani is like constantly posting on YouTube and going to all these different streams, and that's how you connect with the youth. And the youth, like, think that now anyone under 25 kind of has grown up with social media and YouTube, and all of these people each time will vote more, right? So that's like kind of the target audience for politicians in a way, or it's a bunch of fresh people coming in, and Gen Z will start to impact politics, which they haven't done before. So to reach Gen Z, you need to do social media. So MrBeast, like, I'm sure if I was a politician, I would ask for advice for MrBeast. And I like Mr. Mandani should do like a YouTube challenge, like a video, like they should get like 10 people from the Bronx or something and compete for a house and turn that into a YouTube video, and they get the free house because he's building free houses. But then they can reinvest the money from the YouTube video in building more houses. Like, the only way you survive in the 21st century is if you become a media company, because nowadays everything is visual, because 99% of people spend their day rolling and scrolling. So Mr. Manani should ask MrBeast for help. However, at that point, MrBeast can see that politics at the end of the day is the most powerful form of, it's like the best form of power, right? It's the ultimate power. So MrBeast will probably be tempted to himself run as, I don't know if as president, but maybe as mayor. I mean, he already has his own town. So he could become mayor of his town and then of his state and then of America, and maybe things run better. I mean, he is pretty efficient, right? He has been able to go from zero. He's like one of the best entrepreneurs of the 21st century. He has been able to go from 0 to 1, and from 1 to like billions, pretty much on his own. He like works constantly. He has like a great work ethic, and he seems like he doesn't really has like that much of an. He seems like he has an ego, but like his YouTube channel is more important than his own life. So if he was to become president, he would hopefully he would bring those values and put the American people before himself. So yeah, I think we started this rant with MrBeast being more influential than Buddha, and it's ending with MrBeast is going to be the next president of America. But it makes sense. I'm sure if Buddha was alive today, he would probably have a YouTube channel. And I don't know if Buddha would get more views than MrBeast. So you tell me who is more influential. And yeah, and it feels to me like nowadays the only way to survive the modern economy is to sell yourself and post content. Like, content has so much leverage and you can make so much money that it's like the last resource people have. Like, because you see people that kind of post vlogs of like their day to day in like in a poor area in the United States, and the donations from the viewers is like what keeps them afloat. And probably if they didn't post any videos, like they wouldn't be able to make it like at the end of the month. Of course they could get like a normal job, but it seems like normal jobs are, for someone who hasn't gone to college, for example, the pay is so low. But yeah, this is like a whole different topic, but MrBeast could appeal to that demographic of people trying to make it on their own by posting videos on YouTube. And that's a segment of population that's growing each time. So I think he would win. It's just the problem with people don't like him. Like, so he needs to start being more charismatic. I don't know how he should do it. Like, maybe you guys can brainstorm a little bit, leave down in the comments how MrBeast can be more likable. I think one thing he can do is he could start like a vlogs channel, super unedited. Like, he should hop on what I call the homemade videos trend, which is like kind of what I'm doing right now, which is just me talking to the camera with no production. I think the key for MrBeast to become president of the United States is to start making homemade videos, meaning him be more genuine and just talking, and just like maybe 1 hour a day, just talking into camera, making a stream and being genuine and just not like non-edited, just sharing like his struggles and his goals. And I think that would be the key. But anyways, I only have 3% more battery today.